Pretty busy.
I could not think of any other way to start this afternoon than to hear the great voice of this wonderful man that we're celebrating this afternoon. Scotland's finest rhymer. I know that that is a word that Adam likes to be used to describe him. And this year at Celtic Connections we are celebrating Glasgow. And I thought to myself, there's no one more deserving of being celebrated from Glasgow than Adam himself. So many of his songs represent this city and all of its shades, all of its colours, its struggles, its wonderfulness. So I'm so delighted that the festival have allowed me to bring in here to the first time we're having a folk club in the new auditorium. Very happy to have you. Adam is a writer, singer, performer, collector. Those songs you just heard there are a perfect example of songs that he collected and has made sure that are still being sung. And he shared his love of stories, songs, and he's been keeping these traditions alive for, well, as long as I've been on the planet, for sure, and far, far longer than that. And also just his songs have been connecting generations, which is such an important thing. I guess most people might know Adam from the gem that is the Julie Peace song. And I used to go around the playground as a kid telling everyone, I know the man that wrote the Julie Peace song. Which was maybe not as exciting to anybody else, but I was very chuffed with myself. But there are so many other songs, and in the last few months, even more and more I've become aware of, and we are going to celebrate them all today. Adam had hoped to join us this afternoon. We've been in the planning for months. I recently moved to the south side of Glasgow, and one of my neighbours is Adam McNaughton and his brother David. I think life was a lot more peaceful before I moved, and I've been round for many cups of tea and biscuits, and he was hoping to join us, but unfortunately he's not been feeling so great the last couple of days. So Lynn, his niece, they've decided to have a cosy afternoon in Kings Park. They're sending us their love, and I've sent it back, and we can just sing our hearts out for him today. Who has been a friend to Adam for many years. He is the Bothy Ballad King. Please welcome Scott Gardner.
Thank you, Siobhan. And as Siobhan was saying, I ken Adam ever since I was a wee boy, really. About 10 years ago, when he was starting to get a bit concerned that he couldn't remember songs as well as he used to, and when he got asked to do any concerts or folk clubs or whatever, he would ask me to come along, and the two of us would sort of do them together. Duo is a bit of a strong word for it, I would say. Generally, I did 2 songs, and then he did 2 songs, and we just kind of worked it out like that. I remember the very first one that we ever did was at the Hoy's house in Portobello, and the MC himself introduced us, you know, we'd gone up, and I was going to be kicking off, but just before I started, Adam just kind of barged in front of me, and he just said, "Can I just say how much of a pleasure it is for me to be performing this afternoon alongside the artist formerly known as young Scott Gardner."
I feel like this song you just know your whole life. If you're born in Glasgow or Scotland, you're just kind of born knowing the words, I think. You do this in school, so I would come home from primary school and be like, "Dad, I've learnt this new song from my music class," and he'd be like, "I did that in my music class too." So it's lovely to see, and my granddad and things would sing it as well. So to be able to do this wee tune today is lovely. And I don't know if Adam uses TikTok or not, he might have seen it, but I did post this wee song, and the comments were incredible from all around the world. People who might have known it or not, like people who didn't know it were like, "This is amazing, I've never heard this before." And then lots of people from all around Scotland saying, "I have just been thrown right back to my primary school, my childhood, my granny used to sing this to me, so to see a song unite so many people on TikTok of all places is absolutely lovely. So I know that you'll definitely know the words to this one, so please join in. The chorus goes like this. Oh, you canny fling pieces.
No coming to play on the air. Since we moved to Castlemilk, I'm wasting away. 'Cause I'm getting one less meal every day. And no, you can't fling pieces at 20-story flat. 700 hungry waves will testify to that. If it's butter, cheese or chili, if the beef is plain or pan, the odds against it reaching earth are 1991. On the first day my mum found me a dog of a spoon. It went skating out the window and went up instead of down. Now every 27 years it comes back into sight, 'cause my piece went into orbit and became a satellite. And no, you can't fling pieces at 20-story flat. 700 hungry brains will testify to that. If it's butter, cheese or chili, if the beef is plain or pan, the odds against it reaching earth are 1991. On the second day my mum thought she would try another throw. The Salvation Army band was standing down below. On was Christian soldiers was the piece they should have played, but the man was playing on a piece of marmalade. And no, you can't fling pieces at 20-story flat. 700 hungry brains will testify to that. If it's butter, cheese or chili, if the beef is plain or pan, the odds against it reaching earth are 1991. On the third day my mum found me a pea soup once again. It went and hit the pilot in a fast, slow-flying plane. He scraped it off his dog and shouted through the intercom. The Clydeside Reds have got me with a breeding Julie bomb. And no, you can't fling pieces at 20-story flat. 7
advice on the right things to eat since shortly before I was born. Through the national dried milk to the cod liver oil to powdered rhinoceros horn. In the days they tell us to gie up the starches, the sugars, potatoes and breed. Now they've done a U-turn, tell us breed and potatoes will gie us the fibre we need. I've made up my mind that these menus designed by the experts just aren't they for me. No trained dietitian or general practitioner dictates what I'll have for my tea. Brown breed, well, low fat paste, thinly spread on, maybe healthier than a meat pie. But who wants to grow old eating St. Ivel gold? I would rather taste butter and die. Cholesterol, cholesterol, my chance of survival is small. Well, I'll no get a doza and a anorexia nervosa, 'cause I love my cholesterol. So beautiful, thank you. Now, the thing that has brought this affair to a heat is the Good-Hearted Glasgow campaign. Well, I just said, what's that? And the doc cut his needle, sucking blood out my hondigus vein. 2 weeks later, they measured my height and my weight, and they took my blood pressure and all. A computer said, mate, to survive at your weight, you would need to be 7 foot tall. I'm not going to take the suggestions they make about changing the foods that I eat. All this cutting out cheese, no chips if you please, no chocolate, no ice cream, no meat. They tell you to gie up these goodies below, and they promise you pie in the sky. Well, semi-skim milk may diminish my bulk, but I'll take double cream till I die. Cholesterol, cholesterol, my chance of survival is small. All the cream I consume, it may lead to my doom, but I love my cholesterol. Now, it's alright for you that smoke 40 a day, and you at least, and you spend every night in the bar. You can tell the health visitor, you'll cut it down, she'll say, what a fine fellow you are. When I tell her I'd never smoked in my life, and that I was teetotal to boot, she just said, get away, you've nothing to do, you've no vices that you could cut out.
22. Why am I last to get moving, even though I'm the first in the queue? There are buses to everywhere that I can find, 'cause every other one comes afore mine. Oh, why are the 346s to every 22? Why are the 22 buses always full up to the brim? Why is there no enough room for me, even though I am quite slim? Well, other folk go to Castle Milk, that I can see. But why must they all go the same time as me? Oh, why are the 346s to every 22? Have you ever stood at a bus stop for more than a half an hour and then seen the bus that you wanted fleeing past in a flurry of stour? Have you met the conductress that says, don't blame me? Have you ever been fourth when she shouts the first three? Oh, why are the 346s to every 22?
God's good earth that'll be a breed, step it soft and neat, dance new laddie dinna greet. God's good earth that'll be a breed, Clyde's clear water'll be a drink, step it soft and neat, dance new laddie dinna greet. Clyde's clear water'll be a drink. Bonnie Kirsty's I'll bear your wing, step it soft and neat, dance new laddie dinna greet. Bonnie Kirsty's I'll bear your wing. God's good earth, it'll be your grave, step it soft and neat, dance new laddie dinna greet. God's good earth, it'll be your grave, step it soft and neat, dance new laddie dinna greet. God's good earth, it'll be your grave.
Hungry wings will testify to that. If it's butter, cheese or Julia, the breed is plain or pan. The odds against it reaching Earth are 90-91.
Thank you very much for these lovely words, Siobhan. It's both a pleasure and a privilege to be here today, because I realised when I was asked to join this distinguished party that I've been singing Adam McNaughton songs for the last 60 years. And with a wee bit of encouragement for you, because I did hear a bit of your singing, from backstage, you're awfully good, a lot of you know the words. And when you get to my time of life, the wee comfort blanket is helpful, but I was quite confident that if I needed a prompt, you would all do it. So there we go. This one I love. It's not one I've sung often, but it sums up what was the experience of some people who lived in tenements. The poor weren't just the poor. The poor was actually a gradient, and this kind of reflects both Adam and my experience. And I'll ask Innes to give me the tune so I don't forget it. Oh, where is the Glasgow where I used to stay? The white wally close is done up wee Pike Lane, when you knew every neighbour fae first floor to third, and to keep your door locked was considered absurd. Do you know the folks staying next door to you? And where is the Wayne who once played in the street? We a Jory, a Peary, a Gert, we a clique. Can he still catch a hutchie or dreep off a dyke? Or is writing on Bosnu the one thing he likes? Can he tell Chicky Belly the hunch cuddy hunch? And where is the wee shop where I used to buy a quarter a toes, a tuppenny pie, a bag of broken biscuits and 3 toffee scones? And the woman, I said, how's your ma getting on? Can your big supermarket keep service like that? And where is the football that I played and saw? The fair shooter charge and the pass off the walls. There was nae 4-3-3, there was nae 4-2-4, and your mates didn't kiss you whenever you scored. Is the game like the Woodburn suspended signed eye? And where's the tramcar that once did the turn up the Great Western Road on the old Yoker Run? The conductress, I knew how to deal with a naff. If you're gone, then go on. If you're new, then get off. Are there ony like her on the buses the day? And where's the chip shop that I knew so well? The wee corner cafe where they used to sell hot peas and braes and macallums and pokes, and you knew them were tallies the minute they spoke. Did you want the raspberry or your ice cream? Oh, where's the Glasgow that I used to know? Big Willie, wee Shuri, the Stevie, the Co, the Shelter, wee Bachel, the Casa up here. If you scrape the veneer off, are these things still there?
King sitting in his garden all lane, when his brother in his ear poured a wee tale had been. Then he stole his brother's crown and his money and his widow. The deed king walked and got his son and said, now listen kiddo, I've been killed and it's your duty to take revenge and Claudius. Kill him quick and clean and show the nation what a fraud he is. Boy says, right, I'll do it. I'll need to play it crafty so that nobody disrespect me. I'll kid on it's I'm a dafty. Then we all accept Horatio and he trusts him as a friend. Hamlet, that's the boy, kids on, he's round the bend. Because he wasn't ready for a obligatory killing, he tried to make a king think he was tuppence off the shilling. Dean and Mickey, Polonius treated paraphilia vile. The Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, that Denmark was the jail. Then a group of travelling actors like 784 arrived today, a special one-night gig in Elsinore. Hamlet, Hamlet, loved his mammy. Hamlet, Hamlet, acting balmy. Hamlet, Hamlet, hesitating. No sure if the ghosts are frauding, that is why he's waiting. Then Hamlet wrote a scene for the players to enact, and Horatio and him would watch to see if Claudius cracked. The show was God the Mousetrap, no the one that's running new. And sure enough, the king walked out before the show was through. So Hamlet's got the proof that Claudius gave his dad a dose. The only problem being new that Claudius knows he knows. Well, Hamlet tells his mammy her new husband's no a fit one. Uncle Claude takes out a contract with the English king as hitman. Then Hamlet killed Polonius and the concealed corpus delicti was the king's excuse to send him for an English hempen necktie with Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to make sure he got there. But Hamlet chucked the boat and put the finger on that pair. Meanwhile, the Eris head the star had been shot through the arras, came racing back to Elsinore to treat off for Paris. Ophelia we are darker, but the man she wished to marry. If they're saying that we flew us, she committed harry-carry. Hamlet, Hamlet, nae messin'. Hamlet, Hamlet, learn his lesson. Hamlet, Hamlet, Yorick's crust convinced him that men could have passed, the glass must turn to dust. Then Laertes lost the place and was demanding retribution. The king said, keep the heat and I'll provide you a solution. So he arranged a sword fight for the interested parties, with a blunted sword for Hamlet and a sharp sword for Laertes. To mark things double sure, the old belt and braces line. He fixed the poison sword up in a poison cup of wine. The sword poison sword got Hamlet, but Laertes went and muffed the wine, and as her face turned blue, Hamlet said, I quite believe the king's a baddie new. Incestuous, murderous, damned dare, he said to be precise, and made up for hesitating by killing Claudius twice, 'cause he stabbed him with his sword and forced the wine between his lips. He grabbed the rest of silence, that was Hamlet had his chips. They fired a volley over him that shook the topmost rafter, and Fortinbras knee deep in Danes lived happy ever after. Hamlet, Hamlet, all the glory. Hamlet, Hamlet, end of story. Hamlet, Hamlet, I'm away. If you think this is boring, you should read the bloody play.
Oh, God.
I can yet and I like it was to enter here into. For the Scaldies I miscry us, and they try to put us to. And it's hard to raise the burns in a single flea box room. But I'll take you on the road again when the yellow's on the broom. When the yellow's on the broom. When the yellow's on the broom. I'll take you on the road again when the yellow's on the broom.
The Scaldies call us Dinkerdart and sconce our wings in school. But who cares what the Scaldie thinks, for a Scaldie's but a fool. They never hear the Yorkland sang or see the Flaxen blue. For the right good time who says when the yellow's on the broom. When the yellow's on the broom. When the yellow's on the broom.
I could talk
Who says
when the yellow's on the broom.
the plantain and the pearland and the berry